This is an exciting video tutorial on how to use the new GPS locator. The locator is, of course, typically in this case, which is in the back of the Escape. If you need to, of course, you could bring the case with you. There's two poles. They twist together just like this. And then this little device here is to hold the iPad, which attaches to the pole. Typically, all these things will be charged and in the case. Once the iPad is attached and the whole thing is assembled, we're going to turn the power on by pressing and holding this button right here. Underneath of this is a battery indicator button. I'll tell you how much power you got in here. Once the button's pressed, the red light shows that it's on and powered up. A little blue light will flash showing that the Bluetooth is connecting to the iPad. And then we're going to click on the EOS app, which will be right in the middle of the iPad screen, the one surrounded by the purple box here. Once you tap that, it'll open up. In the bottom left corner, what we want to see are these low numbers, 0.0 something. That's our GPS accuracy. That's got to be as low as possible. It should start low. If it doesn't, just give it a second and it'll drop. Then we're going to open up the Field Maps app. I'm going to navigate to this map called GPS for locating for electric. I'm going to reload it. And then we're out here at Annandale Green. In the top of the screen, you can see the GPS accuracy shown in 0.3 inches. It's less than an inch for the accuracy of the locator. We're going to take the stick, put it directly on top of the pipe like this. This is where it's going to record that point. And then we're just going to enter some basic information about what it is we're locating. There's a plus sign in the bottom right of the screen. Hit that. Then we're going to go into feature, a couple options here. Most of the time, if somebody's locating, it's going to be conduit. I have the other ones in there just to give a point of reference. Add some basic notes about what it is that I'm locating. This is two 4-inch PVC pipes. They're going to be for secondary. I hit done. Conduit depth. Shouldn't need a tape because right on the GPS rod is a tape measure built in. We're going to try to figure out as close as we can the depth of this pipe here. In this case, this one's 24 inches. I could just write 24. I'll know that inches means depth in there. And it's always helpful to get a picture. You hit the attach, just like we do with everything else in the Field Maps or the Collector app. Take this picture here. And then that's it for this point. Just gonna go ahead and hit submit. It'll take a minute to submit. And then that GPS point is logged. You can see a few others on the pipes that are nearby. Typically, wherever the pipe changes, it drops in depth or it turns, that's where we want to try to get these points. And then I later connect the dots back in the office, and that's how we have our lovely underground maps. And then once you have the first point, when you're ready to move on, same thing. Repeat the process, hit the plus sign in the bottom right corner. Troubleshooting. If there's any issues, it's probably going to be because our GPS accuracy isn't good enough. You can see here that I have it's set up so that 6-inch accuracy is required, otherwise it won't allow you to add a point. We can see here that our GPS accuracy is way off. To remedy this, what we're going to do is just open these apps up. If you don't see these low numbers here in this corner, you could potentially see really high numbers or low numbers. We want that to be 0.0 something. Or if you get any kind of weird error message, we're just going to go ahead and close out of these apps. And then we're just going to start the process over, reopen it here. Hopefully we see our low numbers in the bottom left corner. If high numbers are present, another trick you could do is, we're typically in the status tab that you can see at the bottom here. If you go over to the differential tab and hit, you'll see that it should say RTK data currently streaming. That just means that it's getting GPS services. If you just hit stop and then start, it should hopefully sort of jump start the thing. And then go back to status, and we should see those low values in the bottom left corner again. Another cool feature of this is if something has been GPS located in the past, such as the service to our building right outside, I should be able to see my location right on top of the map. I can walk around looking at the iPad until I'm standing directly over top of where our service is. This, of course, only works on things that have been GPS located, but Andale Green or any of the newer developments or this service right outside the building have been. So that's just another fun little feature. If there's any questions or if anybody wants to learn more, reach out to me. Thanks for watching.